What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're talking about a type of silver that you need to prioritize when you're stacking. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so what is this type of silver you should prioritize when you're stacking, and also why? I'm not going to make you wait the whole video to tell you. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now. It is... there we go. Junk silver. Now, if you don't know what junk silver is, it is just 90% silver, US dimes, quarters, and half dollars. A lot of people refer to this as constitutional silver. This is real money here because it has intrinsic value, all right? Not just the face value. We don't really care about that so much. I mean, here's a $50 right here, but it's not worth a $50. It's worth much more than that because of the silver it contains. So anyway, junk silver needs to be prioritized, especially if you live in the USA. Now, if you live outside of the USA, there are other types of junk silver that other countries have had. Sometimes it's sterling, sometimes it's 80%. Here in the USA, it's 90%. And the reason you need to prioritize it is because they're not making any more of this stuff. The last year that the US government minted coins out of 90% silver that were intended for circulation was 1964. So in 1965 and on, all of those coins intended for circulation are just clad coinage. They're made out of copper with a thin nickel plating over the top. So they're basically flecks of a base metal with hardly any value whatsoever. However, on the flip side, the silver coins have incredible value because you can store your wealth in them and they will be a hedge against inflation. So even if the dollar goes to zero, doesn't matter, you still have your wealth stored in silver. Now, these need to be a priority when you're stacking because unlike other types of bullion, for example, silver bars, silver rounds, silver coins, junk silver is not being produced anymore. So the premiums on these have only one place to go, and that's up. You will see fluctuation in the premiums on all types of silver products. A few years ago, premiums were super low on pretty much all silver that was meant for stacking. And then 2020 rolled around, premiums got jacked up. They stayed up for the whole year, and in 2021, they were very high. But we are seeing premiums on all types of silver come down currently, and that just has to do with supply and demand. When demand is super high, premiums are up. When demand is low, premiums come down. What I'm saying is that junk silver will always have demand. This is recognized constitutional US silver that is fractional. This offers a benefit that other types of silver can't offer. And fractional just means it can be broken up into less than an ounce. My favorite type of junk silver is the silver dimes because 14 silver dimes makes 1 ounce of silver. It's really easy to figure out. And so if you ever wanted to use these for barter or something like that in the future, they would be absolutely perfect. You don't have to take a whole ounce of silver. You could take just 1 silver dime. And this is one of the best types of silver to use as money. All you have to do is look at the date. If it's older than 1965, then it's silver. So this is not one of those things you need a bunch of equipment to test and verify. It's really easy to verify. Now, one of the reasons that I think the premium on junk silver will be higher in the future is because we have seen premiums come up quite a bit on pre-33 gold. Now, pre-33 gold is basically junk gold. It's 90% gold, but they stopped making it in 1933. So because they stopped making it in 1933, it is rare and people like to buy it and collect it. And so because there is this collector value on top of the bullion value, the premiums have gone up quite a bit. In regards to junk silver, we have seen the premiums go up a lot in Morgan dollars. Morgan dollars used to be a lot cheaper than they are now. However, the rest of the types of junk silver still have reasonable premiums at the moment, but I believe in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, we could see a lot higher premiums than we see now, so it needs to be a priority. I know that some of these junk silver coins do have a super high mintage, but one thing you might not know is that it is actually legal to melt down junk silver coins. I mean, to me that is terrible. You're literally melting down history. I personally would never do it, but it is legal. And if we see higher demand for silver in the future, it's very possible that a lot of this stuff will get melted down, making the coins that do exist even more rare. This PCGS article says, normally the value of a coin is based on how many were made. In years to come, however, the value of silver United States coins may hinge to a greater extent on how many were lost. Millions have been melted for the recapture of their metal, and the impact on coin collecting, while still not fully gauged, is likely to be great as time goes by. Most of the melting took place in 1979 and 1980 when silver bullion soared to an all-time high of $50 an ounce. At that point, common date silver coins were worth far more as metal than as money or collectibles. Even scarcer items could be melted at a profit. I guess the bottom line is that if you want to stack Eagles, generic silver, and junk silver, maybe you should stack your junk silver first, just simply because they're not making any more and it can be melted down. I'm not saying it's going to outperform all other types of silver. I'm just saying that is something to think about. And to that end, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to be stacking more junk silver. That is my plan moving forward. This is a silver dime Guardhouse box. It will be able to hold about 181 ounces of silver in silver dimes. What you do is you put them in these tubes, and then you put the tubes in the box. It holds 50 tubes. And the thing is, I actually don't really like this as a method of storing your silver. However, it really helps you count how much you have. And because I have no idea how many silver dimes I actually have, this is going to be a great way for me to keep track and actually gauge my progress. I have my first tube filled up right here with 50 silver dimes, or $5 face value. So we'll just put that in the box here. And so when the box is all complete, it'll have $250 face value in junk silver dimes. Again, it's around 181 ounces. It just depends on how much silver was actually lost when these coins were worn down, but that is about the standard there. So anyway, I'm going to work on filling up this box. My next video will be showing off how much I actually have, and then I'll show my progress until the box is complete. And if you want to stack a Guardhouse box of junk silver dimes with me, I think it is a great goal. It's one of the best types of silver to stack, so get it while you can. Anyway, I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.